Hi all. So it's been a while, and decided why not have another stream. So actually, it has been a couple of months since I streamed last time. So why not just do it again? Uh, okay, the internet can totally see you now to stop using blah blah blah. Okay, some stupid stuff from YouTube, but I guess that's all fine. For today, so I am a bit nervous because I haven't, as I've said, kind of didn't do this for a while, and I don't really know what will happen. But if you, for some reason, like it, definitely we will do it again. Already we have first comments, of course, as always. Ronaldinho is the first one to come. And yeah, as always, I wanted to tell you, if you want, ask me some questions, and also you can challenge me on Lichess. So if you want, we can play a game or two. For starters, I'm just going to start so that you don't just look at me talking about stupid stuff. Just gonna play some chess. So lately, I have been yeah, people have been asking me questions like, okay, can you please do something like a video where you talk about how do you actually go about your game, what do you do, so how do you analyze the position, how do you continue with the moves, how do you make your decision, how do you make your decisions which moves to play and so on. So I decided to first pull out the stream and yeah, just play a little bit, maybe talk about the moves and everything, but just so you know, in the meantime, I'm also preparing a video such as that one. I've also been asked to maybe play against Magnus app. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I had some problems, yeah, just running the app and also recording myself at the same time. Um, but okay, you never know. So yeah, that is for the beginning of the stream. As always, yeah, do challenge me already. We have some challenges. Sean the Conqueror, yeah, an old rival. And yeah, of course, ask questions if you want to do something. And I will try to, yeah, talk about as much as possible. Yeah, even though my dog is barking in the background, but nevertheless. Okay, we have an Alakine at the moment, and not very well versed there. So don't want to give up my bishop pair just yet. Maybe okay, there it goes. Don't want to blunder also too much, but we will see what happens. Uh, I guess okay. Let's give this one. Take the queen, knight g3, and then continue with the attack. I yeah started with a more defensive style in this one. Didn't want to go c4 and open in the center, but this is also good. So here in this position now, after okay, so the opponent wants to break open the queen side. But this is something that would also be good for me. Let's try queen to d3 and rook to c1, capture, capture, knight to b4, queen to b1. Okay, and now c4. I'll play rook to c4 and double up on the c file. If not, I'll push c5, and yeah, this will be a very nice position for me. At the moment, this knight isn't doing anything, so definitely would wanna. Okay, I just dropped the pawn. Do I go tomorrow to Koprivnica? No, I'm not aware that that was an option. So, is there something happening there? Okay, we'll have to do something about. Okay, I wouldn't say I lost a pawn. I do have some compensation. For example, if he goes knight to c6, I'll capture and jump on f5. But we'll see what happens. Okay, bishop to f6 is also a move. But if I play... Do I have time to play knight to h5? Let's just see. Maybe I just want something. So, yeah. Okay, this is with check. If I capture, he can capture here or capture here. Yeah, if I capture on a7, he captures 2 times and he is once again with a pawn. I cannot play bishop to h6. Seems like the best option is to capture here. If he captures here, doesn't have anything intermediate, I'll just capture here and here. He is still a pawn up, but his pawn structure is very messy. So rook to d2 will be the next move, and then I activate the king. Hope I'm doing this right. Yeah, we will see. Okay, tomorrow on Sunday there is actually a tournament going on. Maybe I will go. So Ronaldinho, I will definitely let you know. I'm not sure, because I didn't have any plans to do that. Okay, let's just activate our king. Yeah, what would be the best course of action here? Give up this pawn? Oh, let's see, does he play rook to a6 or a5? a5, okay. Then bring the rook back. Rook to c6 next, probably. Okay. Then I will play rook to c6. Okay, first check. Rook to d4. Yeah, it's a drawish position. Cannot do much here. Let's see, does he go and make something happen, or will we just... If he pushes, I'll put the rook back and king to e3 and pick up the pawn. So I'll just make these moves and see what he will do. Okay. No, another rook to c4, still not a move. Let's see if he pushes b3, maybe I will capture. Okay, okay. Yeah, it is one thing that I saw. One thing that I keep seeing is when people play and stream at the same time, it is very tiresome, and it's sometimes difficult to concentrate. So what do I do about rook to b6 and rook to b2? Is there any way to get out? Let's first go with this. Okay. Let's play this. Okay. If rook to a6, rook to b3, and then give a check. Okay, he will play rook to a5. Okay, he just gave me the pawn. So maybe, oh, I see why. Yeah, I see why. He just gave me the pawn. Oh, did he just... No, he didn't. This will be... Okay, a5 was the move. I just threw the game. King g2. Okay, okay. First one is the lost, as it always is on this channel. Come on, man. Okay, let's just accept some challenges and play with you guys. I guess this is what this channel is all about. Okay. Okay. And why is it so slow, my internet? Okay, Sean the Conqueror, as always, playing, I guess, on each and every one of the streams, even though it's been a while. Yeah, Sean is always there, and I guess he has been watching Fabiano play because he also now plays the Russian. Okay, queen to e7, play d4, d6, knight to f3, and then block. Let's see what he does. Yeah. not the not the most not the most played variation of the Russian, I would say. Okay, I have time to go castle if he captures. Bishop to f3 and this pawn on b7 does look juicy. And now the queen is in the center. Okay, queen g6. Bishop to b5 is a problem definitely for black now. So Sean, yeah, sorry for that, but I need to capture that queen. I really need it because it helped me to win the game. Okay, so what now? Develop all the pieces, play calmly until, yeah, you just want to win more material. I can play even b3 now, even though it's a very bad move to make. But okay, c5. I can even go rook e7, knight e5, exchange everything. Let's do that. Knight e5. If he captures, I'll capture the rook and play rook and two knights against queen and a rook. Seems like a pleasant game, definitely for white. So yeah, no questions up until now. That's all good. One thing I wanted to mention also, I failed to mention, today is a full soccer holiday, football holiday, however you want to call it. And later on I'm just going to go watch the finals. So I'm not going to be streaming a lot today, since the game starts in approximately a little less than 2 hours. So yeah, definitely want to catch that one. All bets are off. Real against Liverpool. Kind of a nightmare for me, to be honest, being a Manchester United fan. So hey Brennan, hey bro. I guess we have. Okay, Filipino is also challenging me for a duel. This will be interesting. Okay, just have to find a way now how to finish this game quickly. Okay, don't wanna definitely lose some material. I'll play f3, c3, b4 to kind of limit the movement of the knight. Okay, exchanging the rooks definitely helps white here. As less material as possible. Now one of these two pawns will fall. Okay, and now I have passed a pawn, which is always good. Knight c6, queen to a8 is fine. I can even go queen g8. Have time to do that. Okay. Well, I'll give you that. No worries there. And now a check here. Queen 2. Let's try a check here. If he covers queen e4 and loses this knight, okay. Didn't go for that. King to a7. Let's try b4. Have to be very careful to not lose my queen, because these knights can be dangerous. Do I have an intermediate check? No, but I have queen to a5, knight to a6 and b5. And this definitely locks it in, Sean. But doesn't matter. You can always challenge again. And yeah, let's just play some games until I have to go. Guilherme, I only actually I do have yeah. Well, Guilherme asks, do I only play on Lichess? Essentially, I play on Lichess most of the time because I like it the most. But yeah, thanks, John. Good game. Yeah, I also have accounts on other popular chess websites like chess.com, chess24. I think that's essentially all of them. But yeah. Okay, Ronaldinho knows my style, and if I go for the Sicilian, he will definitely go for f4, so I will try to surprise him with a French defense. Something that I don't play that often, but okay, exchange variation. No, don't go for the boring one. Okay, There is still time to play this, so we will see what happens. Okay, always bishop to g5 an idea. I'll play nice h6 or c4. Okay, then I have time to play h6 immediately, not allow bishop to g5. And now c6, bishop to g4. Is he trying to sacrifice on h6? Okay, maybe not for the moment, but maybe it happens. Yeah. Now that's a question. Let's capture this and play knight to d7. f4 seems like a move. Okay, but he goes for the sacrifice. Okay, if I capture and play f5. Okay, I can still play knight to e5, that's for sure. So Ronaldinho is a tricky one. He is definitely... Okay. Oh, Chess Essentials is warning me that I've done something wrong for the stream, so I'm not visible directly in the Lichess interface. Okay. Let me just finish this game and I'll try to fix that. So don't want to capture because I'm too afraid to go into this variation. Let's just capture here because it is also a pawn. If bishop to g7, whoa, then we are going to have some fun. Can I then? Okay. Now I have time to capture this. Okay. The coast has cleared just for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and bishop to g6. Don't want to give up that rook. Don't want to give up that rook. If I play f6 and king to f7, I think that should be fine. Can he go? Okay, I don't think he can sacrifice anything here. Rook to e8. Next move. It's kind of cramped, this position. Okay. That is nice. But what happens if I play knight to b6? Bishop c7, I can just play queen to d7, so no worries there. I will capture and now I'm, yeah, able to play just a little bit more. If you can see the score on the beneath the chessboard, you can see that me and Ronaldinho have been playing chess a lot together. So he is also a colleague from the chess club. So he definitely knows my style. And then I go into the French, which I essentially don't play. But yeah, let's just try it. Let's try something different. It's always good to mix it up a bit. I want to exchange everything and go into this endgame with the bishop because I think I'm looking good. So f5 isn't a threat. Okay, there was a hang on c2 and he wants to capture. Oh, that is actually a very good move. Wants to go for my pawn here on b6 and also wants to push f5. I don't think I can stop everything here, and I don't want to allow f5. So let's just play queen to d7. So if he captures on b6, yeah, I'm fine with that. Because I can capture on c2. And I don't want to tell it aloud because I know he's listening. And now I have a passed d pawn. So this is something to look forward to. My king isn't, in the best of situations, but it should be fine. So now d4, there are no checks because bishop is guarding on b3. And now also this is with tempo. And now already the pawn is on d2. Still no checks. And how will he stop d1? That is the question of the day. Can he stop d1? Okay, definitely not. So capture with the bishop. Threaten queen to g4. Oh no, I said it out loud. Now he knows. Now he knows. Let's try this, okay. Okay, I wasn't the best. I need to put my bishop somewhere safer. Okay, on c2, are there any checks? On b3, no. I would like to... Okay, queen to d3 is also now a threat. Okay. Now when I exchange queens, it's definitely easier to play this. Ronaldinho, do you want to play the game? Okay, you have a pawn for the bishop, at least that. Okay. Okay. And let's put the bishop on g6. And what now? Now I can enter. King c3. And that's the lesson. The king has to move away. Or of course you can sacrifice. But still it is the same position. But if I play here, you have a4. And then I can capture with the king. So that is also fine. And king to b4. So yeah, Ronaldinho, thanks for the game. Before accepting another challenge, so let me just quickly show, let's see, this. So, disabled reproduction of the stream on other sources. Of course, this is something that you need to do before starting the stream, but I'm not sure that I know how to turn this on. So, yeah, I don't want to waste too much time because, as I've already said, I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going, later on I'm just going to watch the Champions League finals, and for the next stream definitely I'm going to turn this on. But yeah, hopefully there aren't that too many people from Lichess wanting to join, and I'm just not allowing them with my clumsiness and everything, not being prepared. So Filipino, Ronaldinho's son. Okay, he doesn't play f4, so this is why I'm going for the Sicilian immediately. One thing that I do most often in my life, also of course when I'm playing chess, is play the last card in the Sicilian. So let's see, do I remember it correctly? Because I'm not an active player anymore, so okay. Chess Essential is really eager to help me with this problem that I have with the stream. Thank you for that. I'll definitely look at it. Madrid for the win. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I would say the people who would like to place a bet probably have a better chance going with Madrid, but I don't know. Me personally, I'm really not sure who to cheer for. So honestly, as I've said at the beginning of the stream, yeah, I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm one of the worst nightmares having Madrid and Liverpool playing the Champions League final. But okay, it seems like for the last couple of seasons watching United play, it's been a nightmare in itself, so what can you do? But okay, let's get back to chess. So in this variation of the Lasker, usually you capture on f6, try to mess up my pawns there, but here Filipino decides not to do that. He, on the other hand, wants to stabilize the center, which is also a good idea. Why not keep this very nice bishop? But let me then go knight to g6 and play h6, because now I will just capture with the queen on f6. And my probably my, okay, I don't want to give up my plan. Okay, why not? My plan will be to push at some point d5 because don't want to have this very weak d6 pawn. Okay, is he allowing me immediately? So, yeah, sure, I can play king to f8 if there are some sacrifices here on b5. If he captures, yeah, I'll just capture with the knight, having a very nice position. Okay, something I didn't expect. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Manchester City is quite good these days. Guardiola is a very good coach. Everybody is mad about, yeah, mad about Mourinho and his style of play. Me being one of those guys, but yeah, what can you do? I mean, okay, I can capture here with this pawn, and essentially I'm not seeing the idea. And now, yeah, okay, even if, so this is definitely it. If you exchange queens in this position, it should be just a clear pawn for black. I was wondering, does he want to play bishop to c5? So not allowing me to go castles, but okay, this is also, I would say, fair. So the idea of knight to f4 is, of course, to get rid of the bishop pair. And okay, having the knight on d7 and then put him to e5 would be a very nice touch as well. Okay, I'm not sure that knight to d4 works. Can I just simply exchange? Knight to f5 is essentially a very good piece there. Knight to e7 seems like a move. e5 seems like a move. e5 and then knight to d6. So let's just exchange pieces then. And then king to e7. Okay. Let's activate the knight. Okay. Okay, oops, sorry. Almost got it there. Okay, now it will be also a good time to expand on other sides of the board. So yeah, g6 now. Essentially, this knight could have gone back to f5 because it's a much better piece here. And now when I play king to e7, is there anything that... Okay. Now, yeah, Filipino is playing quite good here. Is it better to put it on e5 or on c5? I'll put it on c5 to play to a4 in order to attack this pawn, because this knight isn't giving me too much threats. So what about this? Is this happening? So king to e7 now, of course, don't want to give up the f7 pawn, and now king to d7 because don't want to give up the knight the squares to go to, and finally king to c7. And Filipino, I'm not sure. So okay, of course you can give up the knight here, but this is a pawn, and this should be the game. Okay, Filipino, thanks for the game. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for joining the stream. Mahmoud Azam. So yeah, of course, if you want to rematch, okay, we are playing 5 minutes games. Of course, we can play it shorter because, as always, I get a little bit distracted by the chat, so I want to talk about football, a little bit distracted by analyzing, and in the end I don't do nothing. So, oh, the background cricket sound is magical. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I was just I was also mentioning that to my girlfriend I should probably pick up one of those foams that absorb the sound so that I can close everything. But essentially I'm living in a city very close to the country, and you can hear these sounds a lot. so the dogs barking, the crickets chirping, but it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch for the stream, I would say. So let's see, Mahmoud, the guy who wants Real to win. Okay. So one thing, as I've been playing Lasker, so Sicilian on e4, for that long of time I've also been playing the Slav. And what happens here, I wanted to try out the Nimzo Indian because I quite like it and the position that you get from it, but judging by my position here, I'm not really well versed with the variations because already on the 7th move I don't know what is the best move to play here. But yeah, because usually I would capture on c3 and put the knight on e4, but this bishop kind of stops it. So let's try putting the bishop on b7. Hopefully I don't get crushed. Okay. And bishop to b7 now. Let's try d5. Yeah, let's try it. I'm not sure. Capturing here and going for this bishop, not allowing white to have the bishop pair. Oh, okay. Then play like Karpov. Play against the isolated pawn. Okay, queen to d7. Put the rooks on D and C file, and then just continue with the game. Okay, so here in this position I will play h6 because I don't want to play g6. He has a dark square bishop there. Wouldn't want to play against that. Okay, now rook to c8, pinning the bishop. And it seems now that I would like to double up on the c file because the queen is there, the bishop is there. Lots of things have been happening there. Okay, the other rook comes there. But this bishop doesn't have a lot of squares to go to, and this is something that I can play against. Okay, if I capture on c3, do I actually have something? Oh, this seems like a very nice touch. Capture on c3. If he captures on b7, I have knight to e2, intermediate move. If he moves the queen, he essentially moves the defender of the rook. Okay, but he can capture on c8. Ah, darn. Oh, I thought I had something there. Yeah, unfortunately not. It looked nice, just for a moment. This can be a road to 1K stream. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Mahmoud, you could have just captured the knight. No harm in doing that. But is this also... But if I capture here and capture with the queen, then I keep the knight. That is the thing. Yeah, the thing is, what has been happening with the channel, when I started it in the first couple of months, I usually had time after work to do videos, analysis, educational stuff like endgame videos and everything. Also a couple of streams here and there. But the thing has been, the main thing has been that essentially after some time on work, I had extra duties and everything, and I didn't really have time to do chess videos. And as it is on YouTube, you potentially get most out of it if you do a video essentially every day, or at least yeah, I would say every day. So sometimes I manage to do even a couple of videos a day. So when I was covering the candidates tournament, I always try to pick up the most interesting games immediately. But yeah, as soon as since the work is the priority, I would say yeah, I started doing less and less videos per day, and also not so frequently. And essentially, I have been dropping in subscribers, also in views. But yeah, that is just the things that happen. But also, I wanted to ask you one thing while on the stream. Don't want to. Okay, knight to c5, not to allow perpetuals, so king can go easily on h7 after a check. Yeah, because usually I do get sometimes people tell me that something is wrong with the sound or the mic is off or something like that. So if there are some issues, please do tell me now so that I can fix them. We can fix them together. So that essentially when I make the next video, it will all be fine. So queen to e6 defends on f7 and on b6, and now the knight will come into the game. What is the best course of action here? Attacking the f2 pawn doesn't do much all in itself. So let's just try to attack the weak spots like f3 and f1 with knight to d2. Seems like a plan. So let's see what happens. What will Mahmoud do? Also, we have another challenge from Daniel, also a long-time viewer and a subscriber. I would definitely like to play queen to e4 now. And he allows it. Very nice. Very nice, knight to c5 now. And now activate the king and win this endgame with a piece up. Okay. Okay, now on king to e6. Okay. Not sure this is the best course of action, but now the knight can go and attack the pawns by himself. If I come here, okay. e3, f1. Okay, let's pick up the g4 pawn. Okay, king to b5. Always some issues. h5 and knight to f5. So finally I will pick up a pawn and then have a passed pawn, so I can just continue and win this game. Don't want to allow anything. Not even this. g6 will be played now. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. And now knight to f3. A little bit of check there. And okay. King to d6. He has to go to e4. It's taking a long time to do this, but okay. Now everything should be fine. Let's play g6. King to d4. Okay, here. I don't mind this pawn. I'm going for this one. Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you for the game. Okay, another 5+0. Okay, it's 1/2. Okay, thank you, Daniel, for the kind words. Always nice to hear that. Okay, let's just try and analyze this one. So, the Sicilian. Lately, I have been trying to play the main line because usually through my when I was playing actively, I always played the main line because I always got out most of the chances out of those variations. But since I've been starting coming back to chess, what has been happening is that I started playing b4, b3, the closed Sicilian, and it's nothing wrong with those variations, of course, but I definitely like the main lines more because essentially, as I said, they give you more chances. Okay, but this is definitely not a main line, knight capturing on d4. Let's see, what can we do here? e5 seems like a move, definitely. Now the d6 pawn is weak, but do I want to put the queen back to d1? This seems such a waste. So first bishop to b5 check, and then queen to d3. So this is something like, so that I don't put my queen in front of one of the bishops. And if he captures, I will capture as well. Okay. Bishop to e3, If it's met by knight to g4, then that will be a problem. Let's capture here. I'm wondering, will he capture with the knight or with the queen? Okay, now I can even play f3. Have time to play bishop to e3. There are no queen to b6 checks, and it's looking good. Okay, go. Kingside castle. Maybe in this point, after bishop to e7, I should have played bishop to g5 immediately. Because then I always have bishop to f6 threats, and yeah, doesn't have time to play bishop to f6 because I will capture on d6 this weak pawn. But okay, now I will go castle, king to h1, bishop to g5 or f4, depending on what black does. But I played first rook to d1, of course, not to allow d5, the storm in the center. Okay, guys, I will play this game and one more. Do I use some plugins for processing audio? No, not really. I just turn on the mic and that's it. For processing, like in general, for the videos and everything, YouTube does its own processing, as far as I know. And yeah, but me personally, I just use OBS for recording, and I'm not sure if OBS by default uses some kind of processing, but me personally, no, I do not. Okay, and knight to h5 here. Hi, Ravi. So knight to h5, okay, it would be a good move if you don't have so much holes in the position. So here, of course, I'll just first capture and play knight to b6. Maybe even knight to e7 capturing and not going for the exchange in this position would be good, because then you will capture on d6. Okay, not really, because okay, rook can capture after all of this on c2. So okay, the safest things to go for is definitely to go for the exchange. Now c3, queen to d5, okay, queen to b6 maybe. Seems like a move, but yeah, lock in the position, exchange the pieces, and having, okay, now definitely queen to d5, rook will capture here if black goes for the exchange. And on b4 I can just capture. Yeah. Okay, this is a possibility, but what happens? Okay, can I play e5? So one thing is for certain, this bishop isn't the best. Let's try e5. Rook to e5. Let's keep my pieces active. Yeah, I could have gone for the kingside attack, but yeah, it's always one of two options. What do you want to do in the Sicilian? Sometimes you want to go kingside, sometimes you go queenside. Yeah, it really depends. This time, I don't know. It didn't seem right to me. You know, just by feeling, I didn't feel it. So I went kingside because I thought I had a very clear plan. I didn't have to go on queenside and allow him maybe some a6, b5 ideas. I had a very clear plan to play against this weak d6 pawn, and because he exchanged his light square bishop, he didn't really have any chance to actually go for pushing d5. I would always have an edge there, so this is why I went for this. And okay, here Daniel is clearly giving me a pawn, a passed pawn, and this should be it. Okay. Yeah, I have to play h3. If I would go for this, of course I would be checkmated. Don't want to do that. Okay, if I play this seems interesting. Daniel wanted to trick me, but not successfully. Now rook to e1 after bishop to d8. Okay. And this will be a clear rook. So after this one I will play one other game, and Yeah, positional chess, something that I like much more. Uh, some would say I like that Karpov style. Yeah, sorry for this. It will be a shorter stream this time, but of course I will try to do this more often because now that I've done it, it doesn't seem all that bad. Yeah, we will try to do it once again, and then we will try to talk a little bit more about the channel and the direction where I'm going with it and the plans and everything, so that maybe you have some suggestions that you would like to share with me in the chat, and yeah, maybe see something, maybe we come up with some new ideas what you would like me to do. um, okay, this seems like can I even checkmate? Okay, let's capture here and rook to h5. Seems like an unstoppable threat of checkmate. Okay, let's play with Theo, because I noticed he has already challenged me before, but then the challenge went somewhere as the last challenge of today. And yeah, guys, I promise I will do more of these streams because essentially I kind of enjoyed it. So yeah, let's just go for one last Nimzo Indian for the end of the stream. Maybe this one will go better. Okay, a3 immediately. That is something. Okay, now you got me. I really don't know what to do now. Maybe I had to play knight to e4 immediately. Let's see what happens after h6. Does white capture? No, of course not. I won't capture either. Let's see c5. Open up, maybe play queen to a5 with tempo. Now on bishop to f6, queen to c3, and now allow knight to e4. This sounds like a good idea. But okay, queen to c2. Yeah, it's not all that clear. If queen to c2 is still knight to e4, queen to e4, queen to c3, you lose the rook. It's an interesting position. I definitely want to go over this Nimzo Indian a bit more. Of course, when I will have time. Usually during my spare time, I try to. Okay, okay. This is the pawn. This is a pawn, but my castle is now ruined. So it's not all that good, but let's see. Interesting position. God knows I've never been here. So yeah, Nimzo Indian. Let's capture on d4. Queen a3. Now my greediness will cost me probably. But okay. As long as I can go somewhere with the queen, I'm feeling confident. What will we do next? Knight to b1. Now that's an interesting move. What happens if I give a check? You will defend with the knight on c3, probably. Yes. Yes. So this was a useless check, so to speak. Let's try d5, opening up the position. I want to bring my bishop into the game, if that is possible. Is there any chance that I will cover Nimzovich or Petrosian in the future? Definitely, because for Petrosian, I'm definitely sure, because as I've mentioned a couple of times, I am much rather a positional player, and Petrosian is also like Karpov, one of those guys who plays it so he bleeds out the enemy. He bleeds out the opponent, and he definitely goes in those strange situations where after which yeah, it's very positional and very for me like a proper chess game. Some wouldn't say, some prefer attacking chess, but for me, Petrosian style of play is definitely one that I enjoy the most. At least ones of that I enjoy the most. I definitely prefer Karpov, but I would say they are pretty similar. So yeah. And for Nimzovich, if some of you noticed or knew, I did buy a book, My System from Nimzovich, and I will definitely go through it and see what is he actually talking about there, and probably cover at least a couple of games from Nimzovich as well. But currently I'm doing those stories with Capablanca, Fischer and Karpov. But of course, as always, if there will be an extra, so if a lot of you will be asking me to do some other story or anything, I will definitely jump into it. The only problem is with having a lot of stories at the same time, it's really difficult to cover everything. So because I have to prepare, go through a lot of materials, and it's not all that simple, you know. So I try to keep it as low as possible, so 3 people at once seems plausible for me. So this is why I chose those 3. But of course, yeah, if a lot of people would ask, do a story of this guy, then why not? Would try to squeeze it in the schedule. But okay, now we are in a situation. Let's just open up a bit this and e5. The king is still in the center. I'm still the pawn up, or am I? No, 2 pawns up, but my king is quite open. But okay, I think I should be fine, because now my bishop will come on f5 and he can be used as a defender on g6, and this is exactly what I will do now. Also, this comes with attack on the rook, so let's see what Theo does here. Okay, he goes for d5 immediately, so I will capture this. Okay. Oh, interesting. He wants to pass pawn. Rook captures on b1. Let's try knight to d4. Exchange the knights. Maybe not the best of ideas, but okay. There aren't any checks, and I want to go for this pawn on d6. Okay, he will pick up my pawns. Do I have time to play b5 now? If I play b5, attack the bishop, he will have to exchange the queens, because okay, yeah, I'm convinced. Rook to d7, he will capture on b5, and I will capture on d6, and it will be a hard endgame to play, but I have the time. Okay, and Theo here doesn't, but this is still winning for black. Even though I have a messy pawns, I will activate my rooks, and on the second rank now, and go for it. Even sacrificed. Oh, now I even will win one pawn. So this is also good. So what is the threat? The threat is, of course, to go for the f7 guy. But now when the rook isn't on the first rank, now I can also play this. And this is essentially just lost for white. The king cannot go out. Okay, rook to e3 isn't doing much. Okay, it's doing that, but let's now bring our king into the game. Still, we don't want to give up. Okay, this is... Let's give a check here. f5, bishop to d3 seemed like a big threat. Now if he moves the bishop, then rook to h1 is checkmate. So yeah, always keep your threats there. So Theo, thanks for the game. And yeah, so guys, this is pretty much it for this stream. Thank you all for joining. So I think, okay, after a long time that hasn't been a stream, and also this is an unannounced stream, I think this is the record for me. But okay, yeah. Thanks for all of you. I would like to thank you all for joining the stream. One last question. Will you do some games by Anand? Definitely. I love the guy because his style of play is just crushing the opponents, and this is something that I like to see in every chess game. So I would like to say to all of you who would like me to cover some games from players that I don't usually do, like I've seen Nimzovich, Petrosian, Anand. um, you definitely can always suggest me games. So you can reach me through the comments, you can reach me through the social media, send me a message, tell me, okay, Jan, please do this game. I really like this game, or I really like this player. Can you check out one of these games? Something like that. I would really like to, yeah, that I would be really glad if you would reach out to me because I really like analyzing those games, and because at the end of the day, I learn the most while I'm analyzing those games. So this is something that is pretty much fun for me. So no worries, guys. And yeah, okay. So sorry for the long pause there. I was just reading another comment. Thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you for all your kind messages. I will definitely bring the streams back in. Since I don't have time during the week, I will definitely do more of them during the weekend. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I would like to thank you all for watching this stream, and I will see you next time.